Okay, this little video is supposed to help explain our search facilities on the website for looking for yarns. Starting with the fiber content section, let's pick, say, cashmere and cotton. And if we do that and say cashmere and cotton, as you will see, we will find yarns that have cashmere and cotton in them. They don't have nothing else. If we then say click the only button, it actually turns off. There doesn't have to be anything in this side because you find yarns that only have cashmere in them. That would be pure cashmere yarns, in other words, which hopefully will be coming up here. There we go. The all one finds a lot of yarns and takes a long time. So I will pick a couple of fibers that we don't exactly sell a lot of, and that would be Angora and cotton in combination. So Angora or cotton finds yarns that have Angora in them, or they have cotton in them, or they have both in them, but they can have any other fibers as well. So that actually is quite a large number of yarns, and it takes quite a while to find them. But here it is. You can see here that we've got cashmere Angora. We've probably got some pure Angoras. We've got some pure cottons. And somewhere here, yes, we have cotton Angora, so a yarn with both fibers in. Okay, so if we go back to cashmere and cotton, and we'll just say cashmere and cotton, then we go down now to say, what about lace weights? So we're now narrowing it down by yarn count groups, and we find actually, you can't see the one off the side, but we find 5 yarns that have cashmere and cotton and are lace weights. If we make it fine lace weights, we narrow that down to 2 yarns, which are fine lace weights in cashmere and cotton. We've saved some searches for you so that, for example, if you click on silk fine count, that will find only fine count silks. Okay, so that's the top combination. The next way to search is with a keyword. If you type in, say, blue, you can see here we've found a long list of yarns with the word blue in them. If you can either pick one of those, or you can click on search, and you'll find that it will show you all the yarn types that have a blue yarn available. And if you click through onto that yarn type, you'll see only the blue ones. Okay, we'll clear that again, which takes you always takes you back to the main front page. If I now do a sort by a yarn type, so you can search this long list by typing. So if I type 228, it will take me down to, say, 228 lace weight cashmere. If I search for that, it will take me straight to the page for 228 lace weight cashmere. One option to mention here is that we're currently showing only items with stock. If we click show all items, it will show you colours in this yarn that we have had, or we may have again, or they could be in other people's baskets, like this one, for example, Loganberry, that we have no stock on display, but one cone of that yarn is in somebody's basket, which means it could become available, which is why they have that. We have that show all items option. But let's go back to showing only items with stock, and let's see another way of doing a color search, which is to click on the color button, the little box. And yet another way of doing a color search is to pick from the color mix and say submit, and we should find then all the yarn types that have orange yarns available in them. Okay, that explains most of the search features. We should now go down to these buttons here. If you click on new, it will find all the yarns that are new, either because we've newly listed that yarn, or because it's become newly available because somebody has just dropped it out of their basket. If you click on the cone sale yarns, you will see the items that are on cone sale. Obviously, typically we will sell six off 150 gram cones. That's 900 grams of yarn. If you pick up the same yarn color and the same yarn type, we will sell 6 cones of that as one large cone, a 900 gram cone, for usually the price of 4.5 of the 150 gram cones. But if it's on a cone sale, it's actually cheaper still. You usually get the 6 cones of the same color because we put them all on one big cone. In fact, we are selling you the big cone it came in on for the price of 3 cones, 3 off 150 gram cones. So that's 900 grams of yarn for 450 grams. Finally, if we go up to these again, sale just means sale. They're items we have on a very specific sale option for some reason. And the last thing really to show you on this area is that if we go to one particular yarn type, for example, and this yarn you see is reduced to $12 until July the 17th. That's a very specific sale thing. The cone sale, 6 cones for the price of 4.5 still works, so that will be a really cheap deal. But one thing to show you here is this is sorted by hue at present, which is why it has the reds first, and then it has oranges, and then browns, and then if you go over the page, it has all the blues. But the actually has some more browns before we get to the blues, because the colour sort isn't always perfect. But the other way to sort it is by recently listed, which simply puts the late ones we've most recently added to the stock at the top. Hue is typically the best way to search to sort the yarns, which is why we have it set as the default. Okay, I hope that explains some of the search options available to you. Thank you.